Okay, President, it's me, Joe, and today I'm gonna show you a home workout. Stuff that you can really do, that's my morning routine. My actual morning routine. So I'm waking up in the morning, drinking a badass cup of coffee. 1 second. Yeah. Here, this is my Heineken cup. I think it's 500 milliliters. I'm drinking 2 of those coffees, and then I'm doing my morning workout routine at home. What is the routine looking like? Okay, so let's say I don't have much equipment here, right? As you can see, the only thing I have is this thing. And actually I have an elastic band. I have to admit, I have an elastic band. Let me bring the elastic band real quick. Okay, so here I have the elastic band. I have some kind of grips. I mean, if you don't have these, we just pretend like you have nothing, right? Maybe you have this one. But if you don't have it, I don't need it that much actually. So the first exercise you're gonna do, bro, is really most common one that we're gonna do is just a straight up push-up. A wide grip push-up. Let's say a bit more than shoulder wide like this for chest. Because it's really depending. If you press wide, it's more for chest. If you press close, it's more for triceps. It's like with bench press as well, so you have to adjust. You can do push-ups for triceps or you can do push-ups for chest. And rep range is as much as you can, bro. Like 20, let's say 20 is a good range. Let's do it. Wide grip for your shoulders, right? Chest up, head up, and then you can perform. So now it's really important again that you realize that here you can adjust with your arms from where you are pressing, right? So it's literally the same thing like if you would bench press. The bar would be somehow where here, right, where's your line of your nipples. So you also put your hands like you would imagine like you're pressing a barbell, right? And then you bring it up, chest up, head up, like I said, and then you perform the push-ups. So, like I said, 2 different types of techniques. This is the first one that we're gonna do, right? So the first exercise that I'm gonna do always is the push-ups. And then second exercise I'm gonna do, after that, I immediately switch over. I take my elastic band and I'm doing rows here. Because we don't have any rest in between. It's everything, like I said, is superset. The cool thing with the elastic band is, bro, that when you pulling or something, whatever you're doing, the further you get in the repetition, the harder it gets, right? Because the resistance is, the more you stretches the band, the harder it gets. So you can really good adjust yourself, because usually when you flex it, the weight, and you squeeze it, this is where it should be the hardest, right? Like for biceps it's really good, let's say, or chest even. So first exercise I showed you, right? It's the push-ups. Second exercise is the rows. Then also, if you have the elastic band and you are a more advanced athlete or person, you can also take the elastic band like this, yeah? And then do the push-ups, same thing, man, same thing. This is just to make the exercise more hard, to have more resistance, right? Because for some people, body weight's not enough. This is one method. I'm gonna show you real quick how it looks like. So you have the same thing pretty much like this, and then you perform the push-ups. But if you don't have a resistance band like this, okay, and you still want to make the push-up more hard, there's a few different ways that you can do. The best one is you take something like your couch or something. I don't know what you have, right? So in my case, I can just take my legs up here, right, and then perform the push-ups. Because how to understand this? The more you bring your legs up, right, the more the point of gravity switches over, right? And then the legs up here, this weight counts towards where's your chest and where's your arms at, right? So the more high you bring up your legs, the harder the exercise gets. So it's also a very good way to adjust yourself. If you're too strong and you just do like, oh man, I can do 100 push-ups, easy peasy, I'm just too strong, Yeah, you can make it more hard, but you don't have an elastic band, don't worry. If you're the best, probably you can almost do like this handstand push-up stuff. I can't do it. It's just too much for me. But like I said, okay, so then here you bring your legs up, and then also same thing. So still exercise number 1, right? And exercise number 2 combined. I'm just showing you a few ways. Second exercise, like I showed you before, I was sitting. You can also perform it when you're standing like this, right? It's also, you can do the rows here. Whew. So then I do the same thing, 3 to 4 sets, okay? Push-ups, back. So I do chest back, chest back, chest back, always. And then after I'm done, because like I said, home workouts, you have not the heaviest weights, right? So you have to go through intensity, man. So it's gotta be really hard. I'm lucky I have an Apple Watch so I can track and I can check my heart rate all the time. If you don't have it, count it by your breath, bro. So this was chest and back, right? So then the next thing that I'm doing is biceps, triceps. That's also something that I'm combining and I'm doing together. Then also for triceps, I just take a simple way, really simple way, man. I'm just literally, either I'm taking something where I'm doing skull crushes pretty much. And skull crushes you can perform literally everywhere. You can pretty much perform it even like here, right? But the more, how can I say, the more you bend over, right, yeah? The more you bend over, the easier it gets. So if you don't have something where you can do this, you can just do it on the floor. You can just do like this and then just bring up your elbows like this. You know that the function of your elbow is like, he wants to bring this here. So it's like this way, right? This is what your elbow is doing. So this is the next exercise. Either you do this one, where you put your hands like this, and then you just go down here, and then you stretch it. And trust me, this looks really easy. If you are really good, you can just extend your legs more, and then this gets really hard. Because this one is almost too hard even for me, bro. I'm doing the skull crushes because also now I have more stretch here with the skull crusher instead of here, right? So this is why I just go here, take this couch. This is another exercise you can do. And then I combine it with biceps. So, okay, to be fair, we have to say some people, they don't have an elastic band. So imagine I'm taking, I don't know, man, some kind of bag and I fill it up with, I don't know, with some heaviest weights. And then you can still perform curls. Either it's a one arm curl or you can do both arms at the same time. If this weight, I mean, for me, this is my laundry bag, bro. And I don't have dumbbells, but I have an elastic band, right? So in my case for biceps, it's really easy. I'm just taking the elastic band like this. So, then I'm stepping here inside, and then I can perform curls. So this is the next thing that I'm doing, right? Biceps, triceps together. Or if I'm having the elastic band and I don't want to do the skull crushes, I'm doing this exercise. I'm taking the elastic band behind my back and then I bring it up here. So this is another exercise you can do. Biceps, triceps. So we have chest back, 12-15 reps, 4 to 5 sets. It's really up to you guys. How strong you are, how long you are doing this, how good is your endurance, how good as an athlete are you, you know? If you're a beginner, you can probably likely do much less and less often per week. And if you're better or like stronger already, you can do it more often. So biceps, I showed you, you can either do some kind of curls. It's the basics, bro. You just need to do like one exercise, right? Don't do some fancy shit. It's about every day in the morning, you wake up, this is your morning routine. You do the push-ups, you do the rows, you do the biceps, you do the triceps. and then you do shoulders and legs, full body routine, done. That's everything you do. And this is why if you do it on a daily basis, you don't need to do too much. Okay, next up, biceps, triceps. Just that I can show you one more exercise even. You can take the elastic band like this, step on it, and then also you can perform kickbacks. It's always a matter of which exercises do you like the most, which exercises do you feel the most, which do you enjoy the most, you know? Because this is a home workout already, so it's already hard to find motivation, man, and it's already hard to push. So if you have some kind of plan that you really don't like and you're just like, then not good. Take exercises that you enjoy doing. And let's do it like this, you know? Today my home workout is this, like I do the kickbacks, and then I do the curls, and then I do the back and chest exercise, and that's it. And tomorrow I'm doing a whole different thing, right? Maybe tomorrow I'm doing elastic band, flies, right? But I was teaching you, you can do flies like this. There's a ton of different exercises that you can do. But I'm here now just showing you my routine and the exercises that I'm doing. And I'm not that fancy as a motherfucker, man. I don't need the fancy shit. I just need basic stuff that works. The basic stuff that works. That's all I need. And if it's the simplest exercise, then that's good for me. Okay, so we got biceps, triceps, we got chest, back. What is next up? We got shoulders, right? So shoulders is also the same thing. If you have an elastic band, yes, very good. I have one. If you don't have one, you need some kind of bag again with some weight inside, and then you can do lateral raises, right? Like this. (12, 15 reps each arm. Then another exercise that you can do for shoulders, front raises, like this. But I have an elastic band, so I don't need to play around and find solutions. I can just use the elastic band and do the lateral raises. So how to do lateral raises with the elastic band is literally pretty easy. You can, one way to do it is like this, right? So you put the elastic band like this, and then you can perform lateral raises. And then I instantly switch it over rear delts. So I'm doing like I'm having bend over rows, straight back, chest up, head up, and then I'm rowing like for my rear delts. (12 to 15 reps, 3 to 4 sets. And then always, like I said, you switch it over. You do one exercise and then you do the other. And then again, switch it over. Shit, man, bro, this is really exhausting, you know. This is why I'm saying if you do it properly, it can be really exhausting. So we got lateral raises, we got reverse rows or high rows, and then next thing is simple, you just do front raises. So for shoulders, actually I do like this. Lateral raises, you can also do it this way. So the truth is, how I do it all the time is, I'm standing here like this on my elastic band, and I'm performing all these 3 shoulder exercises in one row. So I'm starting up with the front raises, 12 to 15 reps, then I'm waiting here, 10 deep breaths, maybe 5. Then I'm switching over to lateral raises. And then instantly I'm bending over and then reverse high rows again. So that's chest back, we got biceps, triceps, we got shoulders. So what else do we need, bro? Legs. So basically legs, I was showing this before, right? So you can perform like these pistol squat exercise, because usually, let's be honest, usually if you just at home and you perform a squat like this, yeah, it's nice, but it's just not heavy enough. I mean, who should make gains with this shit? No, you need something more heavy. But how can you do it if you don't have an elastic band, you know? I have an elastic band. This is why I do squats like this, okay? You can step in here, and then you bring in the elastic band like this. And then this is literally imitating a front squat, right? Because you have the weight here, and then when you go down, this is imitating a front squat. So I can use the elastic band, right? And then I have the same thing for the back squat. So I'm bringing the weight on my back, right? And then I have the same thing. But this is not heavy enough. Then you need something that's more heavy. And this is how you do it. You take some kind of door or something where you can hold on to. And then you perform this pistol squat that I just mentioned, right? But as you can hold yourself here, it's an assisted pistol squat. So you can have more control, right? Because usually it's a lot of balance and flexibility exercise as well. But when you're holding on, it's actually really good because you can control the reps much more. You need less balance and you can focus on moving the weight from A to B and concentrating on your muscle movement instead of concentrating on your balance. Even though having a good balance wouldn't be bad in general. Okay, so this is the pistol squat I'm doing here. Then you switch leg. Each leg, how much you can do, bro. In the beginning, probably 8 to 10, I can tell you. And how much you're helping yourself also makes a difference. As you can see, it's really hot. We have 35 degrees outside. So yeah, this is always what I do at the end, because I don't like legs in general, right? So I don't do it at the beginning. I start up with the push-ups to get a nice pump, okay? And then I do back, and then I do shoulders, and then I do arms, and then I do legs. Also for legs, like I said, start up with normal squats, right? Because you have to make sure you're warm, your muscles are ready to move. 3 sets of 20 to 25 reps, and after you did this, you go to the pistol squat, bro. And that's it. That's my routine. So simple and so good. So like I said, the routine: push-ups, rows, biceps, triceps, shoulders, legs, and you are good to go. To start your day right, to stay focused, stay motivated, keep pushing, brother. Yeah, man. So this is it. I'm gonna do a bit more because this was now just exactly like to showcase it. But how should I showcase it in the video? Because people complaining like, you never do the full set and everything, and like, you never do a whole thing. Yeah, bro. I'm just trying within like 10 minutes or something to record all this, to show it in one turn. Instead of making a 1 hour video where you see me doing every set and every rep, I just want to get short, show you exactly what I'm doing, and now shut down the camera, bro, because I need to do work. And after this, I'm gonna cook, make some food, and have a great day. Shit, man. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Keep pushing. Joe, lightning.